In this video, we will study binomial theorem step by step. We will first understand what a binomial is, then observe the expansion pattern, and finally solve basic examples. A binomial is an algebraic expression which has exactly two unlike terms. The word bi itself means two. For example, a plus b and x minus y are binomials. If there are more than two terms, it is not a binomial. Expanding small powers like square or cube is easy. But for higher powers, manual multiplication becomes lengthy. So we need a general method to expand any power directly. That method is called binomial theorem. Let us expand the first few powers and carefully observe them. Instead of memorizing, we will focus on the pattern. In every term, the power of a decreases, the power of b increases, but the sum of their powers always remains equal to n. This is a fixed rule in binomial expansion. If a binomial is raised to power n, its expansion will always have n plus 1 terms. This helps in checking answers. Now let us clearly understand the coefficients. The numbers written in front of each term are called coefficients. For example, in a plus b cube, the coefficients are 1, 3, 3, 1. These numbers are not random. They are actually values of combinations 3c0, 3c1, 3c2 and 3c3. This means the coefficients in binomial expansion depend only on the power of the binomial, not on the variables. This is why combination plays such an important role in binomial theorem. When we expand a binomial, we are actually choosing how many times b appears in each term. Since order does not matter, combinations are used. That is why coefficients are written as NCR. This arrangement of numbers is called Pascal's triangle. Each row of this triangle gives the coefficients of a binomial expansion. For example, row 2 gives coefficients of a plus b square, row 3 gives coefficients of a plus b cube, row 4 gives coefficients of a plus b whole power 4. Each number is obtained by adding the two numbers just above it. Pascal's triangle helps us quickly write coefficients without calculating combinations every time. This is the general statement of the binomial theorem. It gives us a structured way to write the expansion. The general term helps us find any particular term directly without expanding the whole expression. Here n equals 4, so there will be 5 terms. Using coefficients 1, 4, 6, 4, 1 and assigning powers of a from 4 to 0 and b from 0 to 4, we get the expansion. Here n equals 12. There will be 13 terms. The same binomial pattern is applied. Only values change, logic remains same. Let us solve a slightly tougher example. Here the binomial is x minus 2 by x and the power is 3. First, write coefficients from Pascal's triangle, 1, 3, 3, 1. Now powers of x decrease from 3 to 0, and powers of minus 2 divided by x increase from 0 to 3. Because of the minus sign, alternate terms will be negative. While solving such questions, sign handling and power simplification must be done very carefully. This type of question is very common in exams. Pause the video and try these questions yourself. In this part, we carefully built the foundation of binomial theorem. We did not rush to shortcuts. We focused on understanding the logic, patterns, and structure. If this part is clear, then advanced problems will become much easier. In part 2, we will apply everything we learned today. We will find specific terms directly, solve middle term questions, and handle exam level problems confidently. If you are enjoying this logical approach to mathematics, make sure to follow Mathsology, where maths is taught with clarity, concept, and confidence. See you in part 2.